Hey everybody, welcome back here to my channel, and today I am playing a little bit of No Limits 2. Am I an expert at this game? Absolutely not, but I do have a bit of fun playing it, and I don't play it as much as other games, but I do really like it. Now, that being said, those pros out there that play this game would definitely find all the flaws in this that I've done, but I think I've come up with a pretty good layout and design, so I'll talk a little bit about some of the little problems that I ran into later on, but for now I just kind of wanted to show you just doing some of the supports and things, and jump into a time lapse in a bit as well, just to speed up the process. But yeah, I didn't want to record everything of doing this because the layout took me 2 to 3 days to put together. Just because it's so frustrating. Like, the game is great, but for someone like me who is not an expert at this game, it does get tricky, and some things just like baffle me. And I try and figure out and iron out kinks in the track and stuff, because you want it to be like ultra smooth, right? This game is about realism. It's about having these like extra ultra smooth tracks and layouts and things, and I'm trying my absolute best. And yeah, I know I've talked to some other people in the community and stuff and got some tips and tricks, etc., which definitely help, but I think some things are just a little bit too advanced for my like skills or my ability in this game. So yeah, anyway, I'm just doing putting in some supports right now. Now, I absolutely love the supports in this game. Like, it's so easy, and the best thing about it is you can copy a support structure and just paste it. So you can make like a couple different designs, like simple basic designs. For instance, just like a simple basic vertical beam, and just copy and paste it, and you don't have to actually physically build every beam. So that's great. Saves a lot of time. Some of the other beams and things can get a little bit more complicated, and my eyesight as well, looking at those little thin red lines, can be a bit like a bit daunting sometimes, and I can't really see what I'm doing. But overall, when you put it into like the proper view mode and you can see all the supports that you've made, it looks so cool. It's so ultra realistic if you make good supports. I'm not like the best at designing supports. I've definitely just gone and done some like basic supports like the one I'm doing right now, just kind of making like that kind of A-frame kind of support, and yeah, it does the trick. Copy and paste that around, put some like flanges or things on them as well to make them look even better. Yeah, but you have to go in and make sure they're like super lined up and make sure they're all straight. So you have to go into different views, side view, top view, make sure that the footer for that support is like right underneath the support or the track, and then making sure like that from the side that actual support is dead straight. Doing something like a Gerstlauer coaster terrifies me, because I'm just thinking like all those complex supports and things, yeah, it just really scares me. So I'm kind of sticking to the more of the basic support structures at the moment. So yeah, this coaster, it's an Intamin mega coaster, which to me, I don't know if this is like an official thing, but we have your hypers, which are over 200 feet. You have your Giga over 300, your Strata over 4. So for me, a mega coaster is something like between 100 and 200. So I've been on like 2 that I could think of off the top of my head, both fantastic. So one is Goliath at Walibi, Holland, and the other one is Expedition Geforce at Holiday Park. Both coasters are absolutely awesome. I think I prefer Expedition Geforce. Now, I feel like the airtime on both of them is just great, but I love the first drop on Geforce, that twisted first drop, which looks awesome. So that's kind of what inspired me with this one, but also the new coaster being built in Belgium, which actually features the new type of track from Intamin. But that new coaster at Walibi, Belgium is looking awesome. Go online, type it in, search on Google. They're doing a construction right now. It looks awesome. Definitely has a very Expedition Geforce style first drop, which looks really great, and it's got some like interesting layout like kind of features, like this non-inverting cobra roll, etc., which I think is really cool. But yeah, it's got like an outward banked wave turn, so I wanted to include something like that in this layout as well. Whereas Expedition Geforce is definitely more classic, like on the classic side of Intamin coasters. You know, it does just feature airtime hills and overbank turns, whereas like the newer ones, like the one being built right now in Belgium, definitely has those more kind of twisted elements that you would see maybe on an RMC coaster. So looking forward to getting out there and riding that at some point. So anyway, that was the inspiration for this coaster, and I just wanted to just knock out a good Intamin design, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna run into a time lapse now, get the rest of the supports done. I just wanted to show you a little bit in real time, just so you can see the process, and then just speed it up now and get it done. So after this, I'm basically going to just check some bits, see if it's all okay, and then I'm going to show you an on-ride POV of the coaster, and then I'm going to show you some off-ride shots as well, and then hopefully between this episode and the next one, I'm going to try and do some more terrain work, add trees in, maybe some water, that kind of thing, play around with some of the stuff. It's not as free as like Architect or Planet Coaster is to put things down, so you really have to like I found some things I've downloaded online from the workshop and stuff, like floor paths and that kind of thing, but it's just a bit of a pain, to be honest. It's not as fun as it is in Architect to do all the scenery and things. This is definitely more about the coasters. I know there's people out there that are incredible and they make their own stuff in like Google SketchUp or in whatever program, and they make these incredibly themed coasters with all the terrain and the buildings, and so if you're looking for that, this is not the channel. So there's definitely other channels out there on YouTube that showcase more of that kind of thing. I'm not that advanced, I'm not that skilled, I don't really have the time or the patience to start like modeling in Google SketchUp for this game and transporting all those files in. I don't even know where I'd start, to be honest. But like just building cool layouts and coasters is definitely what I wanted to do, and that is what I'm doing with this game. So yeah, I'm nearly finished the supports now, so then I'm just going to jump into a basically you have to freeze the coaster, and that will show you how it will look like in play mode. So I'm just going to go ahead now and do that. So in this mode you can see how everything will look. So I'm just going to show you the coaster. You can see the airtime hills there and the outward bank, and we've got this nice twisty airtime moment as the turnaround. And that sends you back on some twisted airtime hills and then to some straight airtime hills. So just checking the supports now, check they're all okay, that they look kind of like good. None of them are clipping the track or anything like that, because you need to leave enough space that the train can safely pass through all those structures and the supports. So then at the end of the coaster we have this nice little helix into a bank turn. Now the first drop, oh god, I had some issues with it. Just like it's got this kink into it and I just can't seem to get rid of it. So you're doing this twisted like heart-lined drop 90 degrees to the right, and obviously like the game is you want it to be smooth as possible, and the game helps you with that a bit. And you add in these roll vertices and things into the track to make it look really smooth and everything, and the track just kind of banks to like the right a little bit and then it pulls out into a straight, but for some reason it's just got this little kick into it and I'm just not sure what it is. So I'm going to play around with that off camera after I've basically put this video online. I don't want to bore you guys with doing that. I'm just going to try and iron out that drop and make it smoother, because it definitely has this little kink in it. Maybe you'll see it in the POV, maybe it's just me, like my eyes going crazy, but I definitely see like this kink in the track. So there's a couple places in the track, that's one spot, and there's another bit as well in one of the airtime hills that just has this little jolt, this little thing, very Vekoma like, you know, but it's annoying because I want it to be smooth and I just can't seem to get it as smooth as I want it. But yeah, I'm going to play around with it like I said, and hopefully I can iron those kinks out. But I'm not going to move on and do like trees and scenery and stuff really until I've kind of definitely ironed those kinks out of the track. I should have probably done that before the supporting, but I was getting so frustrated I just wanted to get on with it, you know. So anyway, that's the coaster done. Now I'm going to lead you into a nice POV of the coaster and then some off-ride shots. So here we go. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And leave me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you. So thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye.